According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
It's getting serious on this track, fam.
2.3 trillion with a T.
The very next day, according to the accounting offices, were destroyed in the Pentagon. The 2.3 trillion was never brought up again.
Who's more gangster than that?
Every morning when I'm looking through my phone, I see a message from myself, why am I so alone? You laugh when people say it's flat, and you know more about your cat than the fact you've been lied to. Who owns the school systems and who controls the young minds? Who owns the food industry? We are not blind. Who owns the military and who owns NASA? Who owns the news at night and who just taxed you?
Who's more gangster than that? More gangster than that? Who's more gangster than that?
According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
They just gotta say something. Because you can take the trillions, but we gotta make it, we gotta admit it. And then everyone's gonna forget about it.
What do people say to that?
And then everyone's gonna forget about it. What do people say to that?
What do people say to the idea that the plane would hit the perfect spot to hide the 2.3 trillions of dollars in debt?
Everybody will admit the government is corrupt. But when something gets brought up, they're always believing the government's side.
Trillions go missing from the military. Pentagon can't account for 6.5 trillion in taxpayer cash.
Cash. Everybody will admit the government is corrupt. They go, dude, we just gotta say something. Because you could take the trillions, but we gotta make it, we gotta admit it. and then everyone's going to forget about it.
What do people say to that?
People-
like, what
you know
do-
what?
That's one of those ones. Or what do people say to the idea that the plane would hit the perfect spot to hide the 2.3 trillions of dollars in debt?
For someone to admit to themselves, they'll say everybody will admit the government is corrupt. But when something gets brought up, they're always believing the government's side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this one doesn't even have a side. Here's the
People
thing
will
about
still,
but
you know
here's
what,
the
you
thing
should
about
just
this.
watch that and know there was fishy shit, 9/11, I don't trust it, and now you gotta look at 9/11. If you see that and you don't look at 9/11 with skeptical eyes, you're hypnotized.
Well, that alone is one of those Arsenio Hall segments. Things that make you go,
Come on, man. It's just like, who are you gonna trust? You know, you're like, if you were doing business with this organization and then you saw a speech by the chairman of that organization
Look at this.
and he just said, we're missing $55 billion, would you still want to do business with this guy?
Look at this one. Trillions go missing from the military. Pentagon can't account for 6.5 trillion in taxpayer cash.
No one cares, but everyone's, I believe the official story. I believe the official story. Yeah,
How
they did that, but
crazy is that?
they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. Yeah, they're corrupt, but they wouldn't do that. Yeah, they're evil. Yeah, but they wouldn't do that. It's like, it doesn't make any sense.
The report revealed. Look at this. They cannot provide adequate documentation for how it spent 6.5 trillion. That is hilarious. How do they not all go to jail? How do you not go to jail?
Nobody's going to jail. When you're Illuminati, nobody goes to jail. You're rich as fuck.
I know, but this is
You're into
this is
Satanism.
the people that have the money that our taxes go to, like they have it. Our taxes, we spend the money, or we get the money, we send it to them. They have it. They can't account for 6.5 trillion. That's so much money. That's crazy. That's like, isn't the national debt like 13 trillion or something? What's the national debt? It's higher? I might have made that up.
Yeah.
100 trillion? What do you think it is? What do you think the national debt is?
Dude, I have no fucking idea. It doesn't even matter, dude. It doesn't
I
matter
know,
what the debt
okay,
is.
but we're
We're
playing a
missing
game.
$6 trillion and nobody's going to jail.
But what I'm saying is it's half of the, I think it might be like half the national debt.
Dude, nobody
What's the
goes
national
to jail.
debt? 20. Whoa.
Nobody in the Illuminati goes to jail,
So
man.
look at that. Our national debt is 20.4 trillion, which we cannot pay, but we can't account for 6.5 trillion.
Why even account for it anymore? Just at this point, just say,
Shut up.
fuck it. Let's just cross our fingers.
Yeah. Well, there was an article that was written about the idea that our country was going to descend slowly into something that's not a democracy anymore. And the argument you would make, if you don't have to account for trillions of dollars that you make us pay for, the argument would be that might have already happened. Like, if it's all about money and control, right? What more money are you going to get than $6.5 trillion? Like, if it's really all just about money and control, that's a shitload of money. And, well, what's the control? Well, the control is it's rarely discussed. Like, there's all sorts of outrages,
dude,
like
they're brilliant.
transgender people using the women's room.
You know what?
You know?
Once you're in the Illuminati, you're above the motherfucking law. Nobody's going to jail. They're all fucking doing crazy shit. Nobody goes to jail. Nobody in the Pentagon's going to jail. Are you kidding me? No one in the CIA is going to jail. They're not going to jail.
I understand, but what's crazy is that no one talked here. A further mystery is what happened to thousands of documents that should be on file but aren't. The IG study found that DFA, I don't know what that is, did not document or support why the Defense Departmental Reporting System removed at least 16,513 of 1.3 million records during quarter 3 fiscal year 2015. As a result, the data used to prepare the fiscal year 2015 AGF, I don't know what that is, third quarter and year-end financial statements were unreliable and lacked an adequate audit trail. So they just started yanking transactions and deleting them.
Oh, I believe them. Oh, what else?
Now, how does
Just
that work?
Tell me.
If
tell
they
me something
have,
else.
if they have black ops, like what we were talking about before, so if they have like Area 51, which is like Groom Lake, you know, that whole area in Nevada where it's illegal to even get close to, where they were supposedly developing stealth bombers and all that shit. They did all that stuff out there, right?
Yeah.
How much do they get? And how does that money work? Because is that where all the money's going? Is it all going to crazy military projects? Like, what is a black op? You know what I'm saying? Like, if they say black ops, right? Is that why they cannot account for that? I mean, doesn't that make sense? If they're spending trillions of dollars making these crazy fucking jets,
Hey, it's missing.
Yeah, but is that what it means? I wonder if that's what it means. I wonder if it means that this is just some shit they get to just do whatever the fuck they want with. And
Yeah.
They build these crazy bases and
They do whatever.
supersonic jets.
You know what I mean? Can you imagine the people at the top, like the islands they have and shit? Can you imagine? They got pieces of land that we don't know nothing about, man.
What, Jamie?
The budget has an area for classified programs. So it says they spent like $59 billion on classified programs.
So
for
the
2015.
6.5 trillion is on top of that.
Yeah.
Maybe classified programs is one level of top secret, and it gets all the way down to where we deconstruct alien spacecrafts. That's like that Robert Lazar type shit. You ever see that guy's videos?
Yeah, we checked. We were into
Oh, yeah,
them
that's
like
right.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know where I stand with them.
Still fascinated.
Yeah.
That guy's just a little
He's
too
still
calm.
fast. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine him on this podcast? That would be freaking.
Yeah, but then the government would come. They would
You think he's really you know what? He's friends with John Lear, and that guy says the most
Crazy.
retarded shit.
That
He's
guy
the
says
most
crazy
John
shit.
Lear says that this is his secrets are that there's millions of people on Venus, there's millions of people on Mars, there's people all over on every planet, and they're just not telling us about that.
But isn't John Lear like? Do you think that it's possible? I'm just going to throw this out there. Do you think it's possible that John Lear, who's like isn't he a super billionaire character?
He was a
He's the
former
Learjet guy?
CIA pilot. He was in the CIA for many years. Once you're in the CIA, you're always in the CIA.
But isn't he like some super wealthy businessman?
I don't know.
Or am I thinking about Lear Jets? Am I
Yeah,
confusing
Lear Jets
him?
is like his father created Lear Jets.
Okay, but is he a super wealthy
John Lear.
businessman?
He should be.
I was thinking, if I was one of those guys and I was bored, I might just be trolling the fuck out of people, telling them about people on Mars.
That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing.
For fun.
And
You
they
might
let him
think
in.
it's a
They
kid.
let him in the Illuminati if he does that. And he's like,
Well,
"Fuck yeah!"
Probably was already in. He's probably
Yeah.
already in. Like what you can't deny is things like Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
Here's what you can't deny. Like I'm on the skeptical side of all conspiracy theories,
And
right?
you know me. Don't get me wrong out there. I'm not going after anybody. I'm not trying to indict anybody. I feel like there's just too many people are hypnotized to really stop anything. You can't stop these trillions of dollars missing. How are you going to do that? Who's going to stop that? There's like it's man, too many people are hypnotized. It's just it's hopeless sometimes, you know.
Okay, what I'm saying is that there's things that you can't deny, and one of the things you can't deny is Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove is a place where these leaders and these bankers and these elites of the world literally do get together and put on fucking robes, and they get in front of a giant stone owl, and they have a ceremony, and they burn some sticks. They burn an effigy. It's when Alex Jones was the first guy to find that. Like you can criticize Alex Jones all you want, and a lot of it's deserved. He says a lot of crazy shit, and he's a character, and he gets big and theatrical, and it's fun, but he's exposed some very real shit that's undeniable. And one of the things that's undeniable is that there really is a place called Bohemian Grove where these guys really do get together, and they put on robes, and they worship this Moloch, the owl god. It's something that's been going on forever.
That's where people thought Alex was a shill, because he would say all this great 911 stuff, 9/11 stuff, and then he would work into the world's run by satanic pedophiles, you know, so then people go, oh, okay, he's a shill. You know, it's like John Lear type shit. That's what it sounds like, and that's what it sounded like to a lot of people. They go, he's a shill. He's talking about everyone's satanic, and they're all pedophiles. He's incredible. He's retarded. He's a shill. But